Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Source First channel card read for the collective. Wednesday morning, how are you today? Terrible storms in the night. I feel really sorry for Arthur and his buddies out in the field. Arthur the Shire, which you can find on the YouTube channel. I've already asked for Spirit to use me as a channel to deliver messages for those who are vibrationally matched to receive them. How's your energy today? I feel quite, like when you know it's going to storm. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Especially like in a summer storm, you know, when the air gets really heavy and like thick. That's what it feels like today. Not outside though, like not actually like a storm's coming, but that sort of vibration, that sort of atmosphere. Thank you for your patience. You know I only take jumpers. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So first card out is 50, the Rhino Spirit. Overcoming any obstacle. So 50 in numerology is 5, which is change and freedom and adventure, transformation and adaptability. Coffee break, sorry. So if we think about the rhino, you know, tough skin, and look, it almost looks like a target on its third eye there, but the third eye really kind of prominent there. I love that it's covered in the flowers as well. You know, when you look at them on the plains, they look really kind of majestic, don't they? You know, they're like peaceful, chill, but don't dare upset a rhino. Aren't they the most dangerous animal on the planet? I'm sure I read that one somewhere. Overcoming any obstacle, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that we can't overcome, that the collective cannot overcome. Adversity, emotional upset, anything to do with your career, friendship, situationships, your family life. There's nothing. We chose these lessons as souls, remembering what I wrote about in The Soul's Whisper, my book that's an online course as well on the websites and Amazon. The Soul's Whisper, the soul, without the soul, the physical body cannot survive. When it's time for the soul to return to where it came, the physical body has no ability to be alive. The soul is the essence of the body. And so your soul chose lessons when it came here to overcome, to learn, to grow from, to ascend, to grow vibrationally. And that is what we're being told. Don't forget, this is what you chose. You can overcome anything. And think about that tough rhino skin. And trust your team, you know. Your angels, your guardian angels, your ascended masters, your past on loved ones, your ancestors, your higher self. They are all your team, helping you to overcome. Just tune in, call on them, ask them to help you. They can't interfere unless you ask. They can't intervene unless you ask them. Okay? Ask for assistance and you'll overcome. And you can see clearly now, because you're starting to understand this ascension process, this awakening process. You're understanding what I'm talking about when I'm explaining about the soul and the lessons, and that the soul is infinite and it's here to grow and learn. And you can see clearly now, you can see why something is happening. And that's what I was speaking about yesterday, where we need to kind of like, and it's not about detaching emotionally, it's not becoming like clinically detached and closed off. It's about having a higher perspective, thinking about the apartment building. You know, you can choose to be on the top floor of that apartment building looking out on the same view as everyone else, but you've got a higher perspective, a different perspective, because you're stepping out of the matrix, the control, you know, the systemic conditioning that we've had since we were born. You're rising above that now, and you can see clearly, and you're wise from it. 4 and 3 is 7, and 7 in numerology is spiritual awakening. What ties in inner wisdom, your intuition, and deep contemplation. And everything I talk about in these readings and in my work, and for those of you who've read the course and the book, anything I talk about in there, you already know that. You're the wise old owl. You already know what I am reminding you of, and you're just starting to remember. You can see clearly now. And the last card out was a number 1, which is all about independence and new beginnings, initiation, relying on yourself as a soul, as that wise old owl and that tough rhino, as an ascended version of your prior self. Time to collaborate. Yes, I think that is a little bit collaboration with other people, but I think more so the collective in general and your team. Pardon me. You know, to collaborate with something that is greater than us. I mean, you know, wow, you're just never ever going to lose, are you? Got all your ancestors around you. Time to collaborate with them, work together for the greater good of the collective, of humanity, and of the planet. Wow, very powerful message today. Thank you very much, Spirit, for using me as a channel. Thank you very much for listening. Please remember, this is an exchange of energy. I'm channeling these messages for those who are vibrationally matched to hear them, and in response, your return of energy is to help this message get out there to the others. So by liking, sharing and subscribing in the channel, we are making it grow. Just wanted to thank you all for that. It's fascinating to watch from my higher perspective. Namaste.